What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a quick review of the himaly, not really 100% sure how to pronounce it, the mini exercise bike here. In the review, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this, including one thing you should know before buying. So I started to use this mini exercise bike here just because I'm sitting sedentary all day at work, and I decided to do something to try to get some sort of activity. And I've been trying this thing out, and it's actually pretty good overall. Now, first things first, assembly is super easy to do. So they basically give you the pedals here, and you just screw them on right here. You can see where they get screwed on. This one actually is a little bit loose, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, you screw them on, and that's simple to do. They give you a tool to help as well. And then you also, well, if we flip it here, on the bottom part, you can see these bolts here and these bolts here. You basically attach the platforms. You know, not a huge deal for me anyway, because this basically sits on the carpet all the time. But yeah, it is, very, very stable. You don't have issues with stability, anything like that with this. The actual gauge here has different modes. So it's time. It has, I believe that's distance. It has the number of repetitions, and then it has the scan mode, which is actually scans through all of them as you're using it. I usually, honestly, if I do it, or when I do it, I shouldn't say if, because I do this a fair bit, I gotta admit. But when I do it, I usually will just keep it on the number of actual reps that I do, just because I like to know how many cycles I've actually done for the day. So I do that. The pedals themselves, everything is very, like I said, very stable. I feel like it's actually pretty high quality product for what it is, and at its price point, I think it's actually pretty reasonable. And again, it comes with all the tools that you need, which is nice for sure. One thing I will say, and I just showed you this. So one of the things that I found, I should mention too, it's got a resistance knob here. So you turn it this way and you make it easier. This way it gets harder. But one thing I think that I should mention that you should know about this. So I think it's just my usage of it. So when you put these in, you can't just turn them to tighten this up. It's actually kind of annoying. You do have to use, they give you the wrench to do it. But basically you have to tighten these up. What I found is that as I've been using this, right, it does end up loosening up a little bit as I do it, and I have to go in and tighten them once in a while, right? Not a terrible issue, but just something that you should know over time. Keep an eye on this. This one, like I said, the thread is already showing, and it's interesting because like when I'm pedaling, I don't feel it, but then when I look at something like this, I can obviously see it. So make sure that you keep these tight. But other than that, I do think it's actually a very quality product. I really do like it. It's definitely helped in that it just isn't something, I'm not just sitting at my desk anymore. I'm actually doing something. You can also use this on your arms and hands and such and hold it and pedal. I've never wanted to do that. For me, it's been always, under the desk. But yeah, if you're considering it and really not sure, especially for the pricing, if it's worth it, valuable, etc., it actually is pretty good. I do like it, and I definitely do recommend it if you're considering it.